Welcome back to the show, kids. It's that time of the show where we do some review time. And my selection for this week is some local boys. And their album came out earlier this year, Red Eye Gravy.
Yeah, yes.
Yo, self-titled debut came out early. Actually, it came out the very end of last year. They did the CD release out at Roxy's. First thing I'm going to say about this, and it's very similar to what I said about the Troubadours, is packaging. You know, I can't stand when local bands or wherever don't take their packaging seriously. The artwork is great. On the inside, you got a great picture of the group. They're all in the red long johns, and you know the graphic on the CD. I mean, it's well put together. So that's a step in the right direction. You know, because people do kind of judge a book's by the cover sometimes.
Dress it up.
When it looks like crap on the outside, they assume that it sounds like crap. Okay, the actual album itself, I think these guys definitely have their sound that they want, the feel that they want. Sounds pretty good. It was recorded here in town. It was that little studio that's next. It's the building that's next door to Boomerangs, and upstairs I don't know what what they're calling it. But anyway, overall, you know, I really do. I think they've matured a lot, and their live shows are.
Oh, I love the live show. I think they have one of the best live shows around right now.
So a couple of hot tracks that I want to keep you informed of. Hairbrain Blues, like that one a lot, and Low Down Dirty Man. That one's got the sexy little girl being spanked at the beginning. It's awesome. Yo, so rating time. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 currents.
Whoa.
Well, you know, I went on iTunes and wrote a quick two-line review on iTunes.
That's good. When you give somebody 4 out of 5, that's good.
Well, you know, and so the review that I did on iTunes, and if you have iTunes, you can look up Red Eye Gravy and there'll be my review. It said something to the effect of, when I hear this album, I want to drink a lot of whiskey, go fishing, eat a bunch of fried food, and pass out in a ditch. You bet. So there you go. 4 out of 5 currents, and you can check them out on MySpace and whatnot. Right now, kids, since Miss Kristen Tilley is under the weather, we got my boy and your boy, Joe McAttack.
My friend, my buddy.
Coming out. Joe!
Hey!
Hey!
Hey, shut the door,
Oh!
Good golly.
What do you got for us, buddy?
Well, I got, you know, a few things, but one thing in particular. The first thing is that I never ever thought I'd be on this show.
You were on the first episode, Joe. We interviewed you at the Cane Break.
I was.
You don't remember that?
People always tell me I've got a voice and a face that are better fit for radio, so it's kind of a...
I tell Mark Burris that all the time.
He would be good either way, I think.
He is.
Gotta love old Mike Burris. Well, I was going to tell you guys about Eric Hutchinson, who's a newer kind of singer-songwriter, recording artist on the Warner Brothers Records label. Kind of got word of Eric through all the right people. You know, he's working in media and stuff. And his publicist sent me this press release about everything he's doing. He's been recently this VH1 You Ought to Know artist. I guess for people that have TV and watch TV, maybe VH1.
All right.
I've seen an episode, but I haven't seen that one.
Okay. I don't know really what it's all about, but apparently it's a good thing. And just reading into him a little bit, you know, he's getting also all the right acclaim from the right places and the right people, and even here on Current Land, you know, which is far superior to, you know, Boston Globe, New York Times, LA
Oh, those guys are hacks.
They're hacks.
Rolling Stone, Rolling Schmo. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, they're trying it, but I say that, you know, whatever rating system you want to give it to him, I think he probably deserves 4 out of 5. Is that
currents? We don't do stars. It's currents.
That's
so
awesome.
4 out of 5
multiply
currents?
these two right here, and you got 4.
Times two. Drew's probably got a graphic up or something.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but you know, he's open for Jason Mraz, Pete Francis, Rachel Yamagata, Jax Mannequin, all this great stuff. You know, new stuff, newer things going on. Really emerging cat, piano player. And, you know, his new album's called Sounds Like This, and he'll be performing most of that new material in Tulsa come June, I believe it is. Let me look at my cheat sheet. June the 9th at the Marquee, and he'll be the headlining performer amongst
He's the Marquee,
and I saw the Marquee. I finally saw it.
You know where it is?
It's right off the Brady, the street, right down from Canes. Was that called Brady? The street, is that Brady Avenue?
That's Main Street.
That's
Main, all right, Main
actually
Street.
on Main.
All right, not Main.
22 Main.
What's the street that Lola's is on? There's one that crosses right at
Main
Main.
and Brady.
All right, Brady. It's just one block to the west of that. Left.
MapQuest it.
Anyway, it's a block away from
MapQuest.
Lola's.
It's a block away from
.com.
Lola's. All good spots right there in downtown.
Sorry.
Would that be considered the Blue Dome district?
No,
or
that's the Brady district.
That's Brady district.
Brady District.
I don't know. I'm a
Anyways,
Tequila boy.
more on Eric Hutchinson at www.erichutchinson.com.
That's a
You can see
mystery.
the spelling across the thing.
Maybe the screen.
Coming out of my mouth.
Joe, thank you so much for subbing in
Thank
for Chris
you.
and Tilly. And anytime you get a chance to check this guy out live, whether he's playing with whether it's Joe Mack and 3/4 Kind or just Joe Mack, or with the new Migrant Workers.
You bet.
Bill Erickson, always a treat.
Always
What's your
something.
website? How do we get a hold of you?
MySpace.
I don't know. Yeah, probably best off on myspace.com// Joe Mack Music. Only one slash though.
Okay. Well, no, there's only one slash, and he
only-
played for this
I
band.
sure did.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
Do I go back into?
You go back to your hole. Go back to your hole.
Brady Hole.
You got that, Joseph.
Close the door behind you.
Okay.
Thanks, Joe.
All right.
Joe Mack, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. I get the pleasure of working with Joe Mack. Do I have time for one more?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do one that Joe didn't even know about, but he gave me this album to review for the Current. We didn't have any room for it. This is by a gentleman named Bruce Cockburn. Now, you might not have heard of Bruce Cockburn, but he's been around for a long, long time. He's a Canadian artist. I'd kind of say he's got a cross between like a Neil Young and a Bob Dylan, which sounds like a combination that's kind of weird.
Dangerous
If you take Bob
combination, sounds
Dylan
like.
with the social commentary and rock and roll heart of like a Neil Young, you got Bruce Cockburn. He's been around for about 30, 35 years. Yeah. And he did a solo album here, recorded live, and this was recorded, I believe, in Ontario, Canada. And or was it Toronto? Do you know that, Joe?
Joe, he's back there. What are you talking about?
Okay. Anyway,
what's the matter with you?
I'm not sure where it was recorded at live, but you can, number one, I love live recordings. But when you hear this, you know he's in front of a crowd that loves him. Now, I've been a Bruce Cockburn fan for a long time. I probably have about 5 of his albums. Bruce Cockburn. And to hear all of his songs done acoustically, this guy is a guitar marvel. So it's called Slice of Life. It's Bruce Cockburn. He's a Canadian artist that you'll never get tired of if you get this album. You just pop it in and you listen to the 2 sides, double album. About 25 songs on this thing. If you're a singer-songwriter, love singer-songwriters and want something fresh and new, get Bruce Cockburn. The Canadians have been in love with him for 30 years and he's still playing.
So what would you give it?
I'd give it a 4 out of 5 also.
4 out of 5 Currents. All right,
I'd give it a 5 if I could, but I've never given anything.
All right, children, we'll be back here after a commercial break with a little bit more Shizzo. Shizzo.
What's Shizzo?
Shizzo. I don't nizzo. I just made it
Shizzo.
Shizzo.